So welcome to
So hello
pehchan,
everyone.
which is
Welcome to
decentralized voting
pehchan,
slash
which is
election
decentralized
app where we
election
basically
voting
have
election slash
users
voting app where
we basically
vote for
want
their
to streamline the whole voting
candidates
process
for
so
their
that
elections,
users
and we
their,
streamline the whole
their,
process so
their
that
votes count
voting
to
becomes
something
more
because
again
more
more
than
than
third of
transparent,
the country
and
they're
dissatisfied with the
and
whole
the users
electoral process.
votes they actually
So
go towards something
again,
and they
we
don't
have
end up getting
in order to
manipulated. So the asset on the right that you see here is basically us trying to bring together this whole idea of chaining up a person's identity with ether, and this whole process we call it pehchan or identity. Okay, so let's just move towards the login route. So during login, we have three different routes. A user can he can log in as a candidate or a voter or an admin, and we basically use Arcana for our social sign-ins. So let's log in as a candidate now. Okay, so usually what should happen is that when a candidate logs in, he can add his own details and add his constituency and his age in order to contest for an election. But in this case, since we're using Arcana, our email has been already associated with an wallet address, and in order to show that, let's jump into Remix here. So in Remix, we can see that we basically have this candidate smart contract, which basically how we basically stage our users through three different levels. So what happens is that initially when a user tries to log in, he will be in the initial default state, and then after he logs in, he'll be put into a review stage where again his details and all will be monitored, and finally he's then put into the KYC pending stage, where again we do the entire KYC process with the election commissioners, and after the whole thing, after everything is all right, he's then moved to the approved stage, and finally in this approved stage he can stand for elections. So okay. Okay, so in our smart contracts, we're also emitting three types of events here. Again, not three, actually four in fact. So two of them related to the candidate, and two of them are related to the voter. So what happens is that whenever a candidate is removed or whenever he's added to a list of all like approved candidates, we basically we use push to again send a notification to all candidates in the candidate channel, and also a respective candidate in the candidate channel, that his particular application has been either added or it was rejected. So the same way, whenever we also register voters, we also again add and remove voters, and we also send these notifications to these voters again on a separate channel.
We also have integrated the graph, and in the graph we have created a subgraph where we have a particular query which will fetch the latest such event emission. The event emission being the state change emission, where we emit an event for every state change. So we are specifically using this so that we can use this in the front end, so we can find the latest state change and map it to a user, and we can display his dashboard accordingly, like whether he's approved or not. So that's with the graph.
You can see four entries, and now we'll be I'll show you how we upgrade the status of a applicant. So as you can see, the fourth entry for fourth entry, it is it. Okay, sorry, technical glitch. So as you can see, the fourth demo voter is in review. So now when we click the green button, basically small glitch. So now once we click the green button, basically it upgrades from in review to KYC pending once we hit the right operation over here for the smart contract. So now if we go back, so you can see successful transactions, and
So yeah, summing up about our project, it's meant to be a very secure, transparent, convenient, extensive one with extensive support, cost effective, and extremely fast solution. As it's supposed to be a very good alternative compared to the existing solution of physical ballots where people have to go out and vote. So it's specifically secure because you have the blockchain and the immutability that comes with it, and things being and the fact that everything is transparent. You know that your votes are specifically going somewhere, and you know if there's any like malpractice or any foul play at any point. It's also very convenient because voters don't have to go out and physically vote anymore, nor do they have to go out and apply for voter cards anymore. And yeah, in terms of extensive support, the chains that we're using, like Polygon, Arcana, they're widely supported by other services too. So we have very good SDKs that we're using. And in terms of cost, yeah, the government has to spend much lesser than physical elections because they'll also have to hire people to come and maintain these ballot shops. I mean, most of them are government employees, but yeah. And also in terms of speed, we are also specifically using layer 2 solutions like Polygon, which have like millions of transactions or like 100,000 transactions per second minimum. So this is exactly what we need to handle our scale of Indian elections. So yeah, this is our project. I hope you like it. Thank you.